So as you can see, this is the diagnostics menu. We have ability to read and clear out fault codes. We can just run fault code readings. Let's just randomly pick up the 652.05. This is an injector cylinder 2. As you know, we don't handle generic code. Basically, a feature of the Jaltest is that you won't need to consult any external resource or go to Google to, download or pay for those service manual repair guides or get the proprietary fault codes, because we do handle specific for John Deere manufacturer for this machine. So the 652.05 code, it's the injector cylinder 2. We're having a resistance value out of range, or the values readings are too high. Just clicking at this icon, I'm going to be able to see freeze frame data. We've got priority, last occurrence date and hour, first occurrence as well. We have warning lamps, it's on, and system state is active. I know this is a permanent status fault code. If I want to help and additional information, I can click on help and components of the fault code. As you can see, we can see components that are related to this fault. In this case, the CY2 is the nomenclature for the injector 2 solenoid valve. If I'm not sure how this component is set up or configured on my system, I can click for additional information of the component. I can see pictures, I can see pinouts, I can see operational values, I can see some troubleshooting recommendations, and some pinouts on my main control unit, right? Not all of the fault codes have troubleshooting guides. There are some fault codes that basically are just repair, doing a reprogramming or calibration of the unit, but some others need to have a physical service or a troubleshooting step by step, so our team of mechanics can efficiently diagnose their unit. So as you can see, we have step number 1. Basically just following up the instructions with the diagnostic tool. Check the measurements provided by the control unit. Step 2, check connectors, check the injector cylinder 2, check the wiring connections, so forth and so on. We have access to live measurements and monitoring. We've got system displays frequently for fuel system and for the aftertreatment system on these engines, right? So let's just pick the fuel system. I'm going to be able to see the common rail, the injection pump. We can see temperature, percentage. We can see fuel consumption rates and injection start positions on each of the cylinders, right? We can also dive into the aftertreatment system display. I have two options here. Let's just read the fuel model. I can get temperatures, I can get pressures, voltages, and states. Dosing, system state, system purge. I can see different states on my metering system. And also the aftertreatment system itself, the injector. We've got the DOC, DPF configurations. We can see soot content on the DPF for that particulate matter. And we can clearly run on a road test even, if I want to see if a fault is being generated while using the machine. As you can see, my John Deere engine has a total of 179 components pinned out to my main control unit, and I can filter out all these sensors and components. Let's just say I want to read temperature sensors. Let's just say the ECU temperature sensor or the engine oil temperature. I want to read the temperature on the exhaust manifold and at the inlet and outlet of my DOC. Diesel oxidation catalysts, I can click these little gauges and I'm going to be able to see real-time measurements within the range specified by the manufacturer to be able to determine whether a component is working or not. I can save this into my automatically generated report, and also I'm going to get system triggers and alerts if we are getting any wrong readings out of range. I can even graph this information. I can set a time lapse for 3 to 5 minutes, and I'll be able to have more specific and detailed information and layout about what's happening with these components I've chosen, right? On the maintenance side, for the diesel particulate filter, we can run and force a regen. We can run regenerations with high level of soot content in service mode. we can reset the differential pressure sets, and we can do a particulate filter cleaning. We can do after treatment system troubleshooting and fault code clearance, and also an air purge of the after treatment fuel system. This is a little bit how it looks coverage in a basic level for the John Deere Crawl Excavator 290G LC. Also, I want to show off some of the diagnostic capabilities. Automatically, all of what we have done into this demo session has been stored. Data, procedures, resets have been basically posted on this diagnostic report, and I can just click here to save it on my local files and export it as a PDF.
If you have any questions, just get in touch with us here at Mechnician. And reach us 888-64-2240 or www.mechnician.com. Thank you very much.